Ben Silk Sports would like to present you with this play-by-play reaction and commentary of the Hall of Fame game. Panthers, Cardinals. It's gonna be a good one, folks. Well, but yeah, we're set for an amazing start of the season. Just ready for football to be back. But let's talk about Hall of Fame connections to this game. So got Panthers connection is Luke Kuechly is being inducted. Luke Kuechly, legendary defensive player for the Panthers, now being inducted into the Hall of Fame. Then you got Cardinals legend Larry Fitzgerald, who's also entering the Hall of Fame. And yeah, it's a fitting matchup because both these franchises are represented in this year's Hall of Fame class, so it just makes it even better. But Mike LaFleur in his first coaching debut. We're off here, lining up now as Chad Ryland is set to kick it away for the Cardinals. Yes, we are lined up as Ryland back to receive for the Panthers. You got Trevor NTN and you got Anthony Tylis as Ryland back to kick it away. Football is back, folks, and we're off here at the Hall of Fame game. Panthers, Cardinals. The excitement already awaits as it is going to be Tyrus who's going to take it back. Gains multiple yards and out comes Kenny Pickett. They'll start around the 20. And Kenny Pickett, former starting quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers, he then went to the Eagles to back up for a few seasons. In that few seasons, he was able to get a Super Bowl victory, and now he is backing up Bryce Young on the Panthers and starting this Hall of Fame game. So Kenny Pickett, bit of experience starting so far in the NFL. As Pickett back out there, movement for the tight end. Pickett gonna fake handoff, back out, and it's gonna be taken in by his receiver down. Who's gonna be down? That's gonna be Sanders, Travion Sanders, and that's gonna be second down. A few gains of yards there, as Bryce Young. You take a look at him on the sideline. All career highs in this past year: 23 touchdowns, over 3,000 yards passing. He's gonna be a great asset for the Panthers. But now second down for Carolina. Pickett back out there. And the Panthers lining back up. Pickett back out to throw. Moving it around. It's going to be taken on in again by Sanders. Still short of the first down. That's going to make it a third down as we are here in the first. But the clock is already ticking down to 13 minutes. As it's going to be third down. Wait to see what the Panthers do here as Kenny Pickett lines back up. Pickett back out there. Movement for Sanders comes to the inside. You got NTN up 23 in the backfield. It's Pickens back to throw, and Pickett is going to be taken down. They get to him right away, and that is Abdul Carter, who is going to take him down. That is going to make it a fourth down. Take a look at that. Pickett pushed around in 95. That's actually not Abdul Carter. That is Billings who gets to him there. As now Panthers are going to send this one away. Sam Martin to punt it away as he sends it off. 12:53 remaining in this one as the Cardinals going to have a shot to return. That's going to be Xavier Weaver, and Weaver is able to run back a few yards but taken down around the 20. And out comes Carsten Beck. He played in the last game of the college football season. He's now playing in the first game of the NFL season. Carson Beck, third-round pick, 2026 NFL draft from Miami. He is 37-6 as a starter in college. He was just playing in the national championship this past year. Now in the NFL, Carson Beck, starting role here in Arizona. They also got Gardner Minshew and Jacoby Brissett on the roster as Carson Beck's going to start off a quick pass to number 48 there, able to snag that one in. That's Kenny Yobosh. As Beck able to get it, Yobosh comes up, short pass, dives in front to catch that, and it is going to be 2nd and 6 here. Beck back out there. Team spread out. Back out there, going to hand it off to his running back, and he's going to be stuffed there. Bam, Knight stuffed and not able to really go anywhere. So take a look at Jacoby Brissett, the Cardinals starter. He had 23 touchdowns. He'll go over 3,000 yards passing, but he was 111 as a starter. Gotta say, besides that team's record, he was solid for the Cardinals. He had great stats, and he was just solid. Like, solid, but unfortunately, Cardinals was not the team that he could really succeed with last year. As now Beck is going to take it for himself. Slides on in to grab the first down. We got our first down conversion of the day as Carson Beck. We take a look at this. So back out there. Beck was back out to throw. Can't find a receiver. He finds the opening, just goes for it, slides in there through the slot, and grabs the first down. So Carson Beck finds the opening. He's going to slide right in. Folks, yes, football is back. 11 minutes left in the first. Beck is going to hand it off to Bam, as Bam is going to be stuffed there. A couple yards to gain, as it is going to be a 2nd down. Gonna line back up now. 10:42 left in this one. Moving around. Back. Fake. Back out to throw. It's going to find his receiver's teammate there. Number 45. That is Ruvavio Fairweather. Fairweather able to come up there, receive the short pass. Take a look at Beck. He was back out there. Fairweather able to come up clutch, just gain a few yards. He was open, just short pass there. Quick play for Carson Beck and the Cardinals. The line back up now. Beck back out there. A movement around. Back to throw. Beck. Quick pass. And it's going to be thrown to number 86 of Brooks, but he is not going to hold on to it. And that is going to make it a 4th and 2. What are the Cardinals' decision here? They're at the 40-yard line. The most likely choice is probably to punt. As, yeah, they got to do that. Except if it is the Hall of Fame game, they may want to go wild. But, yeah, they're going to punt. Smart decision here. Cardinals going to line up as it's going to be Blake Gilkin to punt it away, and it's going to go back. NTN lets the ball go, and it's going to be fielded all the way at the 2-yard line. So, 2 drives and 0 points. Pickett comes back out with 9:51 left in the first. And let's take a moment, head to a break. Let's take a look at some storylines heading into this one. So, let's talk about Cardinals. So, you got Carson Beck. He's a rookie. This is his first game. He just got drafted. He gets to start the first game for the Cardinals. It's just a chance to prove that he's good, and it's just a great opportunity for Beck to get an impression. The Cardinals are looking for a future QB, so who knows? Maybe they're leaning towards the direction of Beck. They took Beck in the 3rd round. I don't know if he's going to be the future. Personally, I think they took him too high, but you may never know with Beck. And he has championship experience. He's been in the big game before, and yeah, Beck has just experience making it far, getting to the championship, and That's what makes it. Yeah, that's what is gonna make this one interesting. But you got also veteran Jacoby Brissett. He's gonna be resting today, not expected to start. So this is the Carson Beck show. We're gonna see how he does, and who knows? Maybe the Cardinals will see something they like. They got Gardner Minshew as well. Maybe they're deciding who's the backup quarterback for this game. Likely, if Beck beats out Minshew, Minshew may get cut, honestly. And who knows? Brissett goes down, give Beck a chance. You never know what could happen. We've seen crazy things in the past. And yeah. So Beck, he may be starting this year. You never know. But Carson Beck storyline coming into this one. And then some camp storyline. So for the Cardinals, it's the first preseason look at, yeah, it's the first time we're seeing, as I mentioned before, their new head coach, Mike LaFleur, Matt LaFleur's brother, his offense system. So we're just going to get to see what that looks like. The other teams get to have an eye on that. And yeah, this is really the first look we have at it. And then you got, yeah, as Beck continues to develop after an impressive college career, um, just see what level Carsten Beck is going to be on the NFL. There's some players that did not play that good in college that just played better in the NFL. Like, yeah, we have Brock Purdy is one example of that. Like, he was picked last. Now he's amazing. So you never know what we could see from Beck. But Pickett's going to hand it off. Stuff to the one. It's going to be pushed back. And going to be taken down. They're not going to call that a safety. It's going to be second down. They hand it back there. Cardinals push back. As take a look at this again. So Pickett's going to hand it off to NTN. Able to slide in. Moves his body, slide in there. Gain a few yards, but push back. As call the play dead. It's going to be 2nd and 12th, though, now. As that makes their field position even worse. Panthers all the way back to the 1. As 2nd and 12th. Pickett, NTN back in the backfield. This is tough territory for the Panthers. Let's see what they're going to come up with here. As Pickett back out there. Panthers spread out. They are in the wrong end zone, not the end zone they want to be. As Pickett back out to throw. Moving around. Back out up the middle and incomplete. That's going to be thrown to his receiver in Palmer, Tajon Palmer. And yeah, so take a look at Beck. So Beck had it there. You see Palmer going up in the middle, just not able to hold on. It slides right through his hands and winds up going to the ground. So incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down now. 3rd and 12 as Pickett back in shotgun. Panthers lined up. As Pickett back out to throw. A flag comes out in the play, and we're going to take a moment here as wait to see. So it's going to be on the offense as we got Craig Woodland as the referee. It's going to be a false start on the 76 of Reese. So false start and notable injuries for the Panthers. You got Emeka Oloku. A few other, you got Taylor Morton, a few guys that just stick out there. Notable injuries in this game, but Pickett back out to throw, being pressured close to the safety line as the ball goes up, thrown too far, and it's gonna be a flag. Let's see what they call this flag on. Looked like they may have been pressuring Pickett too much, but it's gonna give the Panthers the field position. As let's take a look. This is actually on wide receiver. It's on the defender of Panthers wide receiver, 87. That is going to be on Clark. Just pass interference, had 2 hands on the guy, and yeah, pushed him out. So that's going to give the Panthers the 1st down now. You know, he probably wouldn't have caught that anyway, but it's all the Panthers need. They are alive on this drive now as it gives them a 1st down. Pickett back at shotgun. Pickett back out, going to hand it off to NTN, who's being pushed and stuffed there. Only in about a couple, if any, and that will make it a 2nd down. Second down now here. 8:46 left in this first quarter. As second down, 2nd and 8, able to gain 2 there. As take a look. Dan Candles. He was on the Seahawks coaching staff before he came to the Panthers to coach. But anyway, pick it back out to throw. Short pass to NTN. And NTN is going to be stuffed and forced backwards by Clafford, and the Cardinals come up on him. However, we do have a flag. NTN basically was a handoff to him. He was not able to go anywhere. He was honestly pressured back, and that play was going nowhere. Let's see what this flag is. It's gonna be on the offense. That's gonna make it a 3rd down now, as that is on the offense. And yeah, not a good call there. Not a call that goes in the Panthers' way, as it's a mistake there by number 76. 3rd and 9 now for the Panthers. Pick it back out there. NTN in the backfield. Pick it back out to throw. Goes up. It's gonna find. That's gonna be Sanders there, who takes it on in. Jatavion Sanders comes up with it. However, it is going to be short of a 1st down. Pickett was back out there, finds Javion for a short pass right up the middle, but very short. Not enough yards to get the 1st down, as now the punting unit is going to come on, as we got Sam Martin to punt it away. 4th and 4, as Martin in position, going to send it back to the Cardinals. So Martin sends it up, and it is away. As ball is gonna fly, and Panthers touch it, so it will be going to about the 3. Now the Cardinals are gonna have the same issue that the Panthers just had. They stop it, and the Cardinals are gonna be backed up to the end zone when we come back. Take a moment to look now. We looked at the Cardinals already. Let's take a look at Panthers talking points. So you got Kenny Pickett, expected to start, Bryce Young not playing, and in the second half, you also got Haynes King. He is a rookie, and he's expected to have a good amount of playing snaps. Going to take a look at another quarterback the Panthers drafted this season, and yeah, just another look at him, gives him time for some reps, and that's what's great about this game. It just gives more opportunities for players to have reps against another team. That's what just makes it really good that they do another game as well. And also, we get football a week early, which is great. But some players to watch today. You got Hayden's King, talked about him, quarterback. We may see him in the second half. And then just a lot of young receivers on the Cardinals. They're fighting for this roster spot. They want it. And we may see both these teams. We may see some receivers going off. Like this may be the end of their career if they not perform to their level. And these undrafted receivers, like Jacoby Myers a few years ago on the Patriots, he was undrafted, and then he went off in the preseason, became noticeable. He made the team. Now look how he is. He's a phenomenal player. He's getting paid a lot of money as well. I believe he's still in the Raiders. And yeah, these players have a chance, even if you don't do good in college. If you have a great preseason, coach gives you a chance on the team. These are the opportunities that gives you chances if you're working hard. You want to play in the NFL, and yeah, these are the opportunities. And then also same thing for the Panthers defense. Got some defensive players that getting chances to play. They got to step up too, and yeah, they're just looking to competing for the roster spot, and yeah, it's really do or die for them. It, it's do or die for them. They gotta give it their all, and it's really only the best. It's tough. It's only a 53 team roster. You got to make the cut. So you have to show up here, have a great preseason, and just great game. Having a great game here could really help. And then nothing to look out for is just the special team battles in this game. But anyway, gonna come back here, all backed up at the red zone as Beck and the Cardinals offense back out there. Is back out there. Back to throw as we're gonna get a flag. Yeah, as we have a moment, take a look at some camp notes. So Panthers are using this game primarily to evaluate depth. Also, Panthers are using this game to evaluate other players. Just evaluate who they have. See who gives a chance. And also Nikhil Hackett, Hatchet, Hackett, whatever you say it. He is the offensive coordinator for the Cardinals. Maybe that may be a good move for them. But anyway, it's going to be a handoff to the running back there as that's going to make it second down. Beck hands it off to Knight. But you talk about Hackett. I believe he was the Jets quarterback when Mike LaFleur was offensive coordinator. So these two have worked together before. The signing honestly makes a lot of sense here. And yeah, who knows what we're going to see. He's on Larry Fitzgerald tonight. But Hackett, he's proven he's a good offensive coordinator. We saw with him in Green Bay. As a head coach, though, not so much. As now, going to be a handoff as Beck hands it off. It's going to be stuffed there. Hackett was in Denver. Mike LaFleur was working with Hackett at some point, though, I remember. He was in Denver, not New York. He was going to go to New York. And it's going to be stuffed there. Make that a third down here in the first. And also another note, several starters are just expected to sit to avoid unnecessary injuries. That just makes sense. That's what all preseason's about. But yeah, like, we're not going to see a lot of starters tonight. Anyway, back out to throw, puts it up, and it's going to be taken on in. Caught by Brooks, number 86 of the Arizona Cardinals. Jalen Brooks comes up with it, and it's a big gain for the first down. Let's take a look. Jalen Brooks back out there. Was out there to throw. Brooks able to go out, number 24, makes himself open for the ball and comes up with it easily. He does an out route with the 24 to grab that ball. Great play by Jalen Brooks to get the first down and gain of a bunch of yards as back to throw. It's going to find, that's going to be Xavier Weber there as Weber able to come up with it. So it was a left out route to Weber, and still going to be short, though, of that first down. So second down now for Beck and the Cardinals as Weber and the receivers line up. Brooks back out there as Beck. He's going to hand it off. He's going to find Knight, who's going to gain multiple yards and runs all the way for the first down. Gain of at least 7 as it was 2nd and 7, and Knight able to run right through the line to get the easy first down. He made it look like easy piece of cake there. Take a look at that easy handoff to Knight. He doesn't see an opening, goes around. He sees the opening to his right, and then he goes through the pocket. He basically is down, pulls himself up all the way to the right, and then run through the pocket there to grab the first down. Finds the opening, right time. That's greatness there. Able to find the right spots. It's back out to throw. Puts it up. It's going to find 46 there who comes up with it. That is going to be Gears there. Gears comes up with it. And it is going to be second down now. Still short of the first. 3:54 left in the first as this first quarter going by fast. You take a look. Jeremiah Love may have some snaps tonight as he was a third overall pick, running back for the Cardinals from Notre Dame. He has a future there, but it's another quick pass from Beck to that is Jalen Brooks to gain more yards there. Take a look back at that. Beck finds Brooks in just wide open, pressured by number 29, but Brooks able to come up with it easily to grab that first down. And Brooks using his body to just hold on to that ball. You got Carson Beck, 6 for 7 with 67 yards passing. It's too soon for that, folks. As going to be handoff to Knight. As Knight is going to be stuffed there, but a gain of a few yards. Going to make it 2nd and about 7. Hard to see where they mark it when you're not at the game calling it, but yeah. Carson Beck. Take a look at him. He has 27 starts in his career, 24-3 in those starts at Georgia, and then 16 starts. Miami went 13-3, and he also has he's played in 2 national championship games. Anyway, Beck back out there. He's going to find his receiver there. Who's going to be stuffed down. The defense gets to him there. That was Wavio Featherweather. Take a look at Featherweather. Goes out there. Beck throws it. Finds him wide open there. And then you got the defenders for the Panthers there. Stuffs him right away, not allowing him to run anywhere. Great job by the defense. Great job by Featherweather getting open. Now it's going to be 3rd and 1. That'll be Beck. Hands it off. Pushes in, and it's going to be enough for the first down. Knight grabs the first down there as Cardinals are in the red zone as they're moving down fast. Knight, it was handoff to Knight. We want to try to get this first down. Easy down. Knight just goes to the outside where there was enough room and grabs it there. So 10 plays, 83 yards this drive. 1:16 left in the first. Carson Beck and the Cardinals back up. On him back up. Moving around. Beck hands it off. And he's gonna be pressured right away. That is it's Kiner, number 37 now in as the RB. Corey Kiner. As the clock continues to tick, with Corey Kiner, the RB now in for the Cardinals. As on his first snap, he's not able to get far, but he is out there for the Cardinals as Beck, the offense line back up. 30 seconds left in the first as Beck back out to throw. Moves it up, and it's going to be taken on in. And it's going to be just short by Kiner. It's going to be at the 1-yard line. Take a look at Beck. Sees Kiner up the middle, able to grab that. But the Panthers defenders, they had to force him out of the end zone, back up the middle, and he able to grab that one. Tries to use his body to push himself in after getting it, but the Panthers defenders there to deny that touchdown. But it's going to be 1st and goal as we head into the second. 0-0 is your score after 1. No score yet as we are off and rolling in this NFL preseason. Football's back, folks, and we'll be back in just a moment. May back out to throw. Rolling. Throws up, and it's going to be caught. Who else? Henderson gets it, this time for a receiving touchdown. That's his 3rd touchdown today. Castle does the loopy-loop, puts it up, and puts it in. Iglesias back out to throw. He's going to find, that's Brett Kennedy. Brett Kennedy in his offense as he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Tuskers, as Brett Kennedy will take it all the way. Moving around, Goff, hands off. Going to find Montgomery fighting for the first down. Gets the first down. Still up to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, Lions. As Montgomery is going to take it on in. The Pistons take it on back. Tries to put it up. And it slides on in. Queens 4-3 to end the first. See that? But here comes Larson on the upside. Kyle Larson moves ahead. Drives on top of the track. Pulls around Allmendinger, Larson to the line. A.J. Allmendinger takes it by a hair. Goes up, and it's going to be intercepted. Taken on back, and a pick. Gonna loose it, finds Reeves, who puts it up for the 3. It bounces off. Yeah, Flacco goes back up, finds Chase. What a catch! Touchdown, Bengals. As Harden takes it back now. Harden up for the 3, and the 4-3 goes in. James Harden. Barnes with it, goes back out to Shed, who puts it up for the 3 and slides it on in. Down the field, Jackson Dart back to throw, taking time, can't find an opening, as now he's going to go find Robinson again, who's still in, going down, and he's going to go in for the touchdown. On the arc, brings it back out to Vessel for the 3. Bang! They're missing a lot of 3s as Fox brings it up. And Wemby's going to swat that one in. Johnson brings it on in, puts it up, and puts it on in for 2 more. May is going to hand it off to Henderson. Henderson movement goes down, and he's going to be taken. Welcome back here for the second, as Cardinals at the 1-yard line. Beck hands it off to Kiner, and he is going to push it on in. Touchdown, Cardinals! Corey Kiner puts that one in, and the Cardinals are on the board. Corey Kiner puts it in. Just came in a few plays ago and has the first score of the night on the board for the Cardinals. Kiner able to fight through the crowd. His teammates help push him in there. And just like that, it's a 6-0 lead. It's now Chad Weiland, the kicker from a year ago, out there to attempt the extra point. Hall of Fame game. Weiland's kick is up, and it goes right through the middle. 7-0, your score early in this one, as we're just getting started here in the second quarter. Cardinals up, and take a look at one of the Hall of Famers that we talk about heading to the Hall of Fame. That is Drew Brees, my second favorite player of all time, still over Drake May. Maybe not over Tom Brady, but Drew Brees always had a special place in my heart. I always liked him since I was little. Like, I really like the Saints because of him. I've just always been a Drew Brees fan. It's just great to see him in the Hall of Fame. And yeah, second most passing yards and TDs in NFL history. Had the most for a good part of his end of his career, and Super Bowl champion and MVP. And Drew Brees is underrated based on all the stuff he did in his career. Yes, he had more down years, like years not making the playoffs, and like these other all-star quarterbacks like Aaron Rodgers. But like, I'd put him above Aaron Rodgers. I'd put him above Big Ben. I'd put him above even Mahomes still. This guy is special, and just love the play style. Always been a big fan of his. Just happy for him to see that he's in the Hall of Fame. And yeah, Drew Brees just. I should have worn Drew Brees tonight. I just wore Panthers because the Panthers were playing. I should have worn Drew Brees. But like, Drew Brees, special player always in my heart. Probably one of my favorite players ever. I'll even put him above Drake May till Drake May wins multiple Super Bowls. Cause yeah. Yeah, led NFL in passing yards 7 times. Yeah, I think a lot of those times were like between that one season. It was 2021, where like Breeze, Brady, they were just overtaking each other, and then after that, after Breeze retired, Brady just took the record by storm for like 2 more years. As Cardinals gonna kick it back out, and we're off here as the Panthers are gonna take it on back. Panthers taking it all the way up to the 30, and to return that, that's John Mechie the third. John Mechie the third able to take it back, and the Panthers come out 30. They're showing a replay of this Saints Falcons game. Drew Brees' first game as the quarterback on the team. Just That was a great day for New Orleans. That they were showing that highlight with the fumble kick touchdown. But anyway, Pickett back out. He's going to hand it off to his running back, and he's going to be stuffed for a couple. That is still NTN who is in the game, and gain a couple of yards there as Trevor NTN, former Drew Brees' kid got old, but former, well, I forget it. I think he was on Georgia or Alabama. I think it was Georgia. As now going to be handed off. NTN with it, and it's going to fight for the first down. The former Georgia player in NTN able to grab multiple yards there, and that is going to be first down for the Panthers. NTN goes to the outside, cuts through the middle, and goes and finds the opening between the players to snag the first down, but no more as he has to jump to get that first down. Anyway, Panthers working down the field. Pickett, fake handoff. Pickett back out to throw. It's going to find its receiver there, taking it all the way. And it is going to be John Mechie who takes it for multiple yards. And Mechie is driving it down the field. John Mechie III gets another great reception there. And the Panthers are doing quick clockwork down the field. Quick work as it's fast movement now. As Pickett back out to throw. Puts it up high. It's going to find, that is going to be this time number 83 of this roster is, I apologize. 83 of David Moore. David Moore comes up with it. And that is going to make it a first down. So Drew Brees, quarterback from 2001 to 2020, and 19-year career. That's going to be 2nd and 6 now. Just a great guy to look back on. As Pickett is going to be they try to stuff him, but he escapes and he tries to throw it away, but it's going to land incomplete. That was attempted to Mechie, but Mechie not able to hold on. As there was a fast throw by Pickens, didn't have a lot of time to game plan that, and the result of that is going to be incomplete. He just didn't have a lot of time, though. That was not a Mechie. Pickett it was on. Great job by the defense pressuring Pickett. Pickett was able to escape and just got rid of the ball quick there, so there was nowhere there. But now it's 3rd and 6 as Pickett back out there. Is Pickett going to move it back out to throw. Escapes, puts it up, and it's going to be taken on in. It's going to be knocked out. The Panthers receiver grabs it for the first down. That is James Mitchell, the tight end, who is able to come up with it. Let's take a look at Pickett. Moves around, comes up is Mitchell, and jumps there for multiple yards. So Pickett back out to Mitchell, wide open, and then goes for the run. The Cardinals are to meet him, so not a ton of movement. But Kenny Pickett, 7 for 9, 44 yards tonight as Pickett back out to throw. Being pressured, puts it up high, and it's going to go through the hands of James Mitchell, and that's going to be a 2nd down. James Mitchell just not able to hold on to that one. Anyway, now 11:49 left in the second is 2nd and 10. Movement as now Pickett back out to throw. Puts it up. Short pass there. Finds his receiver as he's going to be taken on down. That was A.J. Dillon, the former Packer, the former Eagle, comes up with it. Take a look at A.J. Dillon here. Goes on the outside. Wide open there. Pickett able to just find him quickly. Panthers now in the red zone as it's a fast tick and drive for the Panthers as Dillon pressuring, and Dylan's going to gain multiple yards. That is going to put them at the 1. So 2nd and goal now for A.J. Dillon and the Panthers. We had 0 points in the first quarter, but already looking to have 2 touchdowns in the second quarter, not even 5 minutes into this one yet, as Pickett hands it off to Dillon, who walks it in for the touchdown. A.J. Dillon gets it in to add 6 to the scorebook. Take a look at that. Just an easy handoff to A.J. Dillon. Yeah, Pickett passes it to Dillon, and Dillon just finds the opening through the middle. The Panthers did a great job making the opening for Dillon, and Dillon just goes right through the crowd, jumps right in. Easy walking, running touchdown for the Panthers. As now, out comes their kicker for the Panthers. That is going to be Riley Fitzgerald. Ryan Fitzgerald up for the kick, and it is gonna go right through the middle, as it's a 7-all game now here at Tom Benston Stadium, Hall of Fame Stadium. 10:56 left in this one. Let's take a look. Some more notes I got. So, players to watch in the Cardinals. You got Carson Beck, Jeremiah Love. Will we see playing time from him? We haven't seen him yet, so it makes me think he's not going to play. But there was a chance he may play today. And then just young defensive players fighting for a roster spot. Yeah, this is for the Cardinals. And yeah, there's many young defensive players trying to get a roster spot here. And yeah, they're going to come to play. Like I was talking about before, they're going to come to play for sure. But yeah, but anyway, things to just mention. This is the first football game of the season. We know it's Hall of Fame atmosphere in Canton, and coaches care more about the player evolution than the final score. Yes, it's preseason. They want to see how the players play. It's really down to how the players look, because this result, it does not mean anything at the end of the day. It's not going to affect if they win the Super Bowl or not. The regular season is when that all starts, because you fight for the playoffs, and then playoffs you fight for the Super Bowl. But this is just about making the team, seeing how the players play. Like, you lose a preseason game, coaches don't really care. You lose a game, you never want to lose, but like, the teams are not going to try to win. Like, they don't even have overtime in this. If it's tied at the end of regulation, then it's going to be a tied game. That just shows you how much of just shows you how much of a game, like, how much player evaluation is important in this, how much this game just does not matter. And then, another thing, a lot of starters won't play. I don't think we've really seen any starters play today, and that's because we don't risk any injuries. And then extra postseason, and just it's another advantage for these teams, because an extra preseason game for these teams just to play, and just an additional week to evaluate talent. So Hall of Fame games, just an advantage, gives other players more opportunities as well, which is great. And yeah, it's great that they do this game. 7-7's the score. As we come back from the commercial break, and Panthers are going to send the ball back out. A low kick there, as a flag comes out as the Cardinals come up with it. And it looks like they're going to give the Cardinals some pretty good field position here. As that kick did not go far at all. Too short. Gives them the great field position. And after the flag. But yeah, Cardinals going to be starting off great. And let's see Carson Beck and this offense is able to do. Cardinals have started off pretty strong tonight. my opinion, I feel like they've been the better team. That last Panthers drive was pretty good as well, and it's gonna be an interesting game tonight. But anyway, Cardinals are gonna line back up, but back out there. Beck, fake handoff, back out to throw, sends it up high, and it's gonna be taken on in. That is gonna be the receiver who grabs that. Desheem Reed. It's Jalen Brooks. And then there's a flag. I was looking at the wrong roster. Jalen Brooks was the one that came up with it. Penalty's going to be declined, so the play is going to stand. You got Jalen Brooks. Take a look at this. Brooks goes far as he is able to just get open. Beck gets it right to him for the great pass and great reception by Jalen Brooks. And now the Cardinals are in the red zone as Beck is going to hand it off to Knight. Knight fighting for the yardage, taken down at the 5. Cardinals looking to get on the board quick here as they're now down at the 5-yard line. 10:08 left in the second. That's 1st and 10 here. 1st and goal. As Beck and the Cardinals offense comes back out. It's not 1st and goal, but it's 2nd down. But it's like 2nd and goal, basically. As now, Beck hands it off. Just a bad throw there. Looked like he tried to hand it off, but wound up throwing it to the ground. And just a quick incompletion makes it 3rd and 4. So Beck, you take a look at that. It was just pressure there, actually. Thornton was able to get to him and just didn't give him the time to throw. Just threw it away so it wouldn't be a risk a fumble or anything. So now it is going to be 3rd down. So 3rd and 4. Beck is 9 for 11, 130 yards tonight. Beck in the offense lining back up as it looks like have a timeout. It's going to be the Cardinals' first timeout of the night as 9:42. We take a moment for the timeout. And yeah, let's take a look at some more storylines. So some pregame questions. How will Carson Beck handle this start? Well, Carson Beck has already handled this start pretty well. And he just got to come out, play strong, give it his all, and sure he practiced for this, and just show Mike LaFleur that he deserves to be a starting QB in the league. And Beck, he has already showed that. Some great plays already. Just had that last big play to Jalen Brooks. And, yeah, Beck's had a great night already. That's Beck back out. It's going to send it up high. And it's going to be taken on in for the touchdown. Feuco comes up with it. And Saman Feuco is going to come up with the touchdown. And just like that, it is going to Feuco comes up with it in the corner. Great pass. Yeah, folks, it's preseason. We're seeing some NFL-style plays, as that's a great play by Carson Beck to get it in against this Panthers defense, as Fuoco comes up with it in the corner of the end zone for the touchdown, as Ryland's extra point goes up through the middle, and it's now a 14-7 ball game in 6 minutes. 5.5 minutes. We have seen 21 points added to the scorebook. And are we going to stop here? It's been a good one. But 14-7, your score. touchdown as Wyland's extra point goes up through the middle. Nope. We're back now as the Cardinals are going to send this one away, and it is going to be Panthers ball as Panthers, they got some work. 2 straight touchdowns for the Cardinals. Panthers scored a touchdown last drive. Are they going to be able to keep up the Cardinals here and tie this game once again? As Kenny Pickett and this offense going to come back out. Well, we'll see the rookie starting tonight. Let's take a look at some position battles we're going to see tonight. So backup quarterback, will we see the rookie or will we see Kenny Pickett get it? That's an important battle to keep an eye on. And then just for the Panthers, by the way, got the wide receiver depth. A lot of wide receivers competing for their positions. Who will pop out the most? And then you got the defensive line depth and special team contributions. All importance. As now Pickett's going to hand it off to A.J. Dillon, who's going to fight for a ton of yards there and grabs the first down and then some. A.J. Dillon runs quickly there to gain multiple yards. Great pass there by A.J. Dillon, and he's just able to come up with it there. And gain multiple yards, just goes fast. Kind of tricked up the players there on his route and speed and able to grab that first down as now back. It's going to be incomplete. We got a new quarterback in as well. It is Hayden Kings. Haynes Kings, the rookie for the Panthers, now in playing in this game. As Kenny Pickett has been taken out. A battle to keep an eye on. Will Kings play good? The backup quarterback. This is the battle for the backup quarterback. Though Pickett is heavily the favorite. As Hayden Kings, quarterback, wears number 16. Hometown is Longview, Texas. As Hayden King back out to throw. And it's going to be taken on in. That is going to be number 35 who comes up with it. It is Malik McGee. Malik McGee able to snag that one. Oh, pass that goes up and down, and McGee able to grab it right before it hits the ground. As King back out to throw, puts it up high, and great easy catch there. Short pass to number 81 of Franks. The tight end comes up with it. Hayden Kings, Haynes Kings. And the Panthers offense going to line back up. 8:02 left in the second. Kings back out to throw. Sends it up high. And it's going to be incomplete. That was thrown to McGee, the wide receiver, Malik McGee, but McGee. It was just overthrown for him at the end of the day. And yeah, that is going to make it another down. 3rd down and 6. As it's going to be King who lines back up now. Heinous King. As now King back out to throw. And it's going to be a short pass there to Mechie, the third, who comes up with it. John Mechie able to snag that for a first down. Short pass there to Mechie. Quick pass through the front and a grab there for Mechie to grab the first down. Take a look. September 9th, a Wednesday, is when this NFL season will officially start. It starts on a Wednesday. It's going to be interesting day for it to get started, but it's going to be Patriots-Seahawks Super Bowl rematch Wednesday, September 9th, as it is going to be thrown to number 80 of Aeneas Smith, and it winds up being incomplete. So Heinous Kings, he's a rookie, and yeah, he played in Longview High School and 2018 Class 6A Division State Champions for Texas. So he's made it to the promised land before, but now not many state champion quarterbacks get a chance to play in the NFL. Only a very few, and he has a shot here as King back out, scrambling, and it's gonna slide in, and it's gonna come up short of the first down. It's gonna be 3rd and 1 now as King able to take it with his legs and goes for the slide to make it 3rd and 1. You take a look at what Kings just did. Couldn't find an open receiver, takes it for himself, finds the opening, and just slides down. King, best decision making there, couldn't find a way to go, and that's his decision. But he has been solid for the Panthers on this first drive of his. As King now back to throw, puts it up high, and it's going to be taken on in by Franks. Franks comes up with it, and that's going to be a first down once again. The Panthers are driving down this field. Franks, what a great play by him to come up with it. As now, King in the offense, King game planning. Back out there, King. Fake handoff to A.J. Dillon. Bow back to throw. Puts it up high. And it's going to be taken on in for the touchdown. Sheem Reed grabs that one. And the Panthers score another one as we're all knotted up almost with 2 touchdowns. It's 14-13. You take a look at King, had it in the back, finds Reed, who has the opening, just goes all the way. Reed, great job. He was able to make himself opening, going up to the outside, and grabs that ball, takes it right in for the touchdown. He had the room. He had the time. He did it all himself to get himself open, tricking up the receivers. And Reed has gotten the Panthers into the end zone to tie this game at 14 as the extra point is good. 14 all, your score. We've had a bit of a shootout in the second quarter. 2 touchdowns for each team, and 5 minutes still remain. How about that? It's been back and forth between these two teams. The second quarter, it's been an exciting one. I'm going to take a look now at some other pregame questions. So, can Kenny Pickett build momentum behind Bryce Young? Saw a little momentum. Some pregame questions. Saw a little momentum. But Bryce Young, what he just did in the playoffs, still much more impressive. But we didn't really see a ton of Kenny Pickett time, so I think that answer is no for this game. And then we'll talk about which undrafted rookie could stand out. There's a lot of options. Let me know what you guys think. And then yeah, a guy that should make the 53-man roster I've seen tonight, A.J. Dillon. Like, he is. Obviously, he's regressed. It's not as good, but he's really showing up in this game. He's giving a case that he still deserves to be on that roster. And then the guy that just got the touchdown as well. He has been very much involved in this game. And Sheem Reed has. I think he could be a solid addition to the Panthers. And he's already got this touchdown. He's been a solid, he's been solid all night. Multiple great plays already. He's making a pretty good case, I think. And then, which young players could be a flash on special team. Haven't really noticed any yet. Maybe NTN, but NTN looks to be done for the night as well. And then, but a few fun facts. I'll share a few fun facts about this game. as we got some time. So this game has been played since the Hall of Fame game has been played since 1962. That means it's been played since before the merger. So it's been played for a long time. This is, yeah, it's been over 60 years. This is year 64 of the Hall of Fame game. I didn't even know that till I found that online. And then Hall of Fame game officially opens, yeah, officially opens every preseason. And then, yeah, the focus is, yeah, just to see how the players are playing. That's the main focus, just to see, keep an eye on how the players look. They're trying to earn roster spots, and that's what preseason is about. See what players could fill those roster spots, and what players come to their potential. And then, yeah, rookies usually do receive their first NFL game start here as well, as that's something we've seen in preseason, as gonna be a kickoff return for the Cardinals. It's a 14-14 game. Keep in mind, it was 0-0 when we started the second quarter. Now, it's been about a half hour. We've seen a lot of points within that half hour. But anyway, Panthers back out there on defense. Cardinals offense back out, as we're going to get a flag there. Carson Beck still out there as well, something to mention. But, yeah, it's going to be second down here, as we're all knotted up at 14. As it's going to be first and 15, penalty of 5 yards, as that's going to be thrown by Beck, and it's going to be incomplete. Incomplete there, makes it a second and 15. Beck throws it pretty fast there, was pressured, just didn't have a lot of time. So it's going to be second down and 15 now at Benston Stadium, as they got a line back up. Cardinals back out there. Beck back to throw. Puts it up. And it's going to be taken on in. As the Cardinals grab that one, that's going to be Vigil who comes up with it. And yeah, take a look at that. Beck was able to find a Vigil off to the right. Goes around and gains multiple yards. Vigil, he has been great in that play there, coming up big to gain the yardage. Anyway, 14-14 the score. Beck back out to throw, puts it up high, and it's going to be almost taken in, but sliding out of Vigil's hands. But the flag comes out. And that may give them the yardage. We'll wait to see what this is on. It's hard to see what's going on because they're interviewing Luke Kuechly and not showing the game. And now Greg Olson just joined the interview, so we may not be able to figure out what's going on right away. We're also trying to figure out how to fix the camera. Lining back up now. Beck is going to hand it off to Knight. Knight fighting through and is going to be down, able to gain 5 yards there, as that's going to make it a second down. Second and 5. Looks like as he able to grab 5. Knight ran through there to gain 5 more. So 14-all is the score in the Hall of Fame game. Knight. Already some solid plays tonight, able to run it through there. As now it's going to be handed off to Knight again. Fights for the first down, goes up through the middle, and gaining more and more yards. The ball is out. There's movement around. Looks like the ball may have been out. Let's take a look at what just happened. Knight was going, trying to hold on to the ball. Ball knocked out of Knight. Loose ball, but Knight was able to land back on it. And the Cardinals are going to hold on to it. So Knight has the ball knocked out of his hands by a Panthers defender, but he sees the loose ball, able to snag that one just up. And just like that, it is going to remain Cardinals ball. Back out there, hands off to Knight again, as Knight's going to stomp through it. And yeah, they've switched it up actually. It is not Knight. We got number 45 who has come in for a Knight. That is Fairweather in as the running back. Yeah, I'm reading that right. I had to double check too. Fairweather in as the running back for that play. As now you got Corey Kiner in for the running back as Beck back out there. Gonna hand it off to Kiner. Kiner fights to the first down and grabs a few more yards there as Kiner able to fight his way through to grab multiple yards. Kiner goes up to the right. When it's handed off to him, he goes to the right through the opening. The defenders get it for him. The line able to set him up and Kiner able to gain multiple yards. But anyway, Cardinals are lining back up now. Beck calling the play. 2 minutes left in the second as Beck is going to hand it off to Kiner there. Kiner goes to the left, but going to be taken down. Not enough room for Kiner there, as that's going to be second and still a lot to go, as the Cardinals are in possession of another score. It's the 2-minute warning, as both these teams have been going off in this second quarter. 14-14 is your score. All points scored in the second, and we'll be right back.
Receivers getting out there, taking a ton of time here, being pressured as he sends the ball up, and it's gonna be caught for a touchdown. And 228 will take a 7-0 lead. That is Rocco Goulart with the touchdown, and Somers Troop 228 off to a hot start as they're going across, and he keeps it, and Staff back out to throw. Gonna take it around and takes it on in. Touchdown, Staff. As Camp Reed Staff gets it on in. Now 228 back out there. Quinn, fake handoff. Gonna move it back to throw. It's gonna keep it for the run. And Quinn is gonna fight for the yardage there. Back to throw. End zone territory. And it's gonna be taken on in by 228. That is Matt Massaro, who has receivers continue to scramble, and Quinn's gonna go for the run and takes the yardage there. Quinn able to find the opening and grab multiple yards. Puts it up, and it's gonna be taken on in by Dante Barboni, short of the end zone. As they're back out, and they're gonna take it on in, as it's gonna be a touchdown for the Staff. Gonna be movement now. It's going to keep it, taking it on in, and it's going to be in for the touchdown. Touchdown, Camp Reed Staff, and they are going to extend their lead to 14. These last few minutes, but the Staff have the ball, as now Staff back out to throw. And it's going to be caught for the easy slant touchdown, as Jack throws it up, and it's going to be caught by James, who takes it all the way for the touchdown. Got Darren back out to throw. Going to move it around. puts it up, and it's going to be intercepted by Jack Quinn, who comes up with it for Troop 228, and that puts 228 in great position to get another one on the bug. Gonna take it, uses his legs, and Quinn able to use his legs to gain multiple yards. Being pressured as it's gonna go around. Ball goes up, and Rocco comes up with it for the touchdown. And 228 is gonna make it a 7-point deficit. Gonna line up, Quinn back out to throw. Taking it. Gonna put it up. Gavin grabs it and takes it on in and gains a few yards after that. Gavin Brady able to come up with it. Quinn back out to throw. Throws it up, and it's going to be caught by Matt Massaro for the touchdown.
And welcome back to this one. We're still having some camera issues. Apologize about that. We're going to continue like this till halftime. But come back. Take a look at Carsten Beck. Just a great night. He has so many highlights already. 11 for 14, 148 yards, and a touchdown pass. What a start for Carsten Beck. Anyway, back out to throw. Gonna be pressured, escapes, and it's gonna be taken down by 94 of the Panthers. That is Jared Harrison Huntley. He's been around for a bit in the NFL, able to get up to him, and Harrison Huntley takes him on down. You take a look at some Beck highlights there in the end zone. So many. Take a look at Beck. Just walks it in. He's going to hand it off to his receiver. So it's Georgia Tech and Georgia. It's going to be 4th down now. Let's see what the Cardinals decide to come up with as Beck to the sideline. It looks like they're going to kick here. And yeah, Chad Weiland comes on to try to add 3 more to the score bug. Gonna line up. Weiland back out there. It's a 35-yard attempt as the kick is up. And it squeezes on in. Now a 17-14 game with 1:46 left in the second. We will be back.
Receivers getting out there, taking a ton of time. And Quinn able to use his legs to gain more. Out to throw. 228. Go around. Ball goes up, and Rocco comes up with it for the touchdown. And 228 is going to make it a 7-point deficit. Gonna line up, Quinn back out to throw. Taking it. Gonna put it up. Gavin grabs it and takes it on in and gains a few yards after that. Gavin Brady able to come up with it. Quinn back out to throw. Throws it up, and it's gonna be caught by Matt Massaro for the touchdown. And just like that, it is a 1-score game once again. Score was 35-21. That was a great throw there by Dan Murray and the staff to advance down the field. 42-28, your final score. It was a great game today by both these teams for sure. But I want to thank you for listening. My name is Benny Silk, and have a great night, everyone.
1:46 remaining in this one as we're back off here as the kick is sent away and it's going to go into the red zone for a touchback. Sorry, welcome back here. We're having some technical difficulties. Problems seem to be fixed, at least for now, as we're back out. As King back out to throw. Gonna find his teammate there. That's gonna be taken on in. That is Jasham Reed who comes up with it. The Panthers are driving down fast here on this final drive of the second quarter. As now King back out to throw, puts it up high, and Mechie comes up with it for the first down. King, two quick, great plays as King in the Panthers offense is driving down the field. This guy has come out to play. It's King back out. He's going to find that is going to be James Mitchell there who comes up with it. Short of the first down, but a short pass to Mitchell. 1 minute remains here in the second. It's now King back out to throw, puts it up, and it's going to be taken in once again by Mitchell. James Mitchell, the tight end, comes up with it 2 plays straight. Was he able to hold on to it, though? Let's see if they show a replay. Clock stopped with 53 seconds left. They may have done that incomplete. As take a look at King. So far, 9 for 13, 77 yards, and a touchdown. He has been solid so far tonight. 3rd and 3 now. King back out to throw. Moving around. Puts it up, and is going to find his receiver, who is still up, and now taken down. What a play by King, who found Jimmy Horn Jr. Does the route to get around some Cardinals defenders to gain even more yardage to add on to that play after the catch. As now King back out to throw, puts it up high, and it's going to be overthrown to Mechie, making it incomplete there. 2nd and 10 as ball. It's a great play. It was just overthrown. By far, it was just way overthrown there. As got 23 seconds left in the second quarter. Stay tuned to halftime as we will have abbreviated halftime show as well. As now it's going to be King back there to throw. Puts it up high, and it's going to be dropped by Horn Jr. King throws it quick to Horn, who is not able to hold on to it. And that is going to make it a 3rd down. Horn Jr. was wide open in the end zone. King was back out. Horn goes right to Horn Jr. Has a hand on it, but not able to hold on. And that pass winds up being incomplete. And yeah, King almost had him there. It's going to be 3rd and 1 now. 3rd and 10. As with 17 seconds left, this game's going to be pressured back. It's going to be caught by Horn Jr. And it looks like they may wind up losing yards after that, but a flag comes out. And I got to say, losing yards caught by Horn Jr. may not be the best decision Tubeles that Horn Jr. not showing up there for the Panthers. That may affect him making the roster, those two plays. Gotta be pitch perfect all the time, and those two plays does not show greatness for Horn Jr. 12 seconds going to be left in the second. See if the Panthers are able to get it in here. Penalty's going to be declined. I forgot to see who it was on. But anyway, it's going to be same spot as before. King is going to head in. And as it is 4th and 10, out comes the field goal unit to tie this one up at 17. 17 points scored by each team in the second. What a quarter by both these teams. As out comes the kicker of number 10, that is Ryan Fitzgerald, to add on 3 more. This is a 33-yard attempt as the kick is up, and it goes right through the middle. 17-all is your score with 8 seconds left in the first half. We're all knotted up at 17, and it has been a good one so far. Will we see a look at rookie Jeremiah Love tonight? We're seeing some highlights of him from Notre Dame right now. He's going to be solid on the Cardinals, and we'll see how much his addition is and makes this season once he does play. But Jeremiah Love is going to be great in the NFL, possibly a top fantasy running back or player in just a few years. Gonna head back out now. A few minutes left in this one. We'll see if in these last few moments if the Cardinals are able to just do anything here. Another play on the Cardinals to look out for. You got Tyler Algier, and you got Kendrick Bourne. Was on the Niners a year ago. Before that, he was on the Patriots. Now on the Cardinals on a 2-year deal. Now the Panthers gonna send this one away as the ball is gonna go back, and it's gonna roll back in the end zone. Gonna be a touchback. And let's see what Beck and this offense can do. They got 8 seconds. Can they pull a miracle? 8 seconds. 5 seconds less than what Mahomes needed in that game against the Bills. Maybe they could get a big play here and get into field goal range. Who knows what Beck has on hand. Also, another player to keep an eye out for the Cardinals this season. Just see how he does. Marvin Harrison Jr. had not a great rookie season. Last year he did not do great, and yeah, he's gonna need to step it up this season. I'm sure he will, but yeah, him being on the Cardinals does not help, as he does not have a great supporting cast around him. But Beck is gonna take a knee, and that will do it for the first half. Your score 17-17. Both teams showed up after a scoreless first quarter in the second. We're at halftime, folks, and we'll be back in one moment. Out there, it's gonna swing it up high, and it's up in the air, a loose ball, and it's gonna be Dorsey who's able to take it on back for the Profs to add another one to the score bug.
And tries to find his teammate there, as now it's loose, but he's able to come up with it as they put it up, and it's gonna slide on in as double tap is gonna take a 2-0 lead.
Pick out there, him in here, as it's gonna be a low bunt, as it's gonna take it, and they're going to call out a safe there, as the ball is still loose, and Ian Murphy makes it on back to add another one to the board for the Profs.
And on it, movement now, double tap, pulling it again as a movement for double tap. Gonna find each other there as it goes from behind, tries to get the goal, and Keaton is gonna be able to stop another one.
2nd and 7 here. Backed up by the end zone after the fumble, as back out. He's going to throw it. It's going to be intercepted. Taken back for the
Touchdown!
Still going to remain a 1-0 count here as Messino back up at that. They try to do it again, and we got a loose ball there. Messino taking advantage of this to second, to third, and now safe on third. There, but double tap, a few passes there to get it down the field. Fast movement now, but Steven able to get in front as double tap goes around, and it's gonna go in for the goal. Back in the line, movement for one in the backfield. Two's gonna keep it rolling, and it's gonna be a fumble picked up by the cross, and it's gonna be taken. Who else? The guy I was just talking about.
Cyrus McGowan is the ball carrier.
Now up is going to be for the props, Braden Davis, as he's going to send it low there as they're going to take it around. Low ball across the field. Back for the run as McCoach takes it on back to add another one onto the board. Bookman in the backfield. Movement now for the cross. Mayers back out to throw, goes up high, caught by number 10. What a pass by Nate Mayers, and it's going to go in for the cross touchdown. Pretty good for double tap, as now they're going to take it down fast, sets it up for the goal, and it's going to go in. And double tap extends their lead to 5-0. Goes up. It's a fly ball, and the Profs are going to take it on in once again to close out the top of the sixth, as they're going to remain up front 10-1. Gerasimo sends it back out. It's going to find Steven, as now Steven movement around. He's taking it down the field. Back out. Now with it, Sports Cam FC trying to send it in, and double tap able to deny the goal from above. As Steven has a foot on it, and loose ball now. Gerasimo's able to come up with it. It's going to find Shane as goes back out to Steven, and it's going to be taken back by double tap, but Gerasimo's able to take it back. Back out, hands off there. 2 out on offense, goes up, gets the first down, going all the way, and that should do it as he takes it in down at the 1-yard line. Finds Kelly. Kelly now with it.
Out! Grand slam for the Tuskers! The Tuskers get a grand slam! D'Ambrosio hits it, or seals it, goes up for the 2, and it goes in! The Tuskers are gonna make the game 15, scored by Kemming to Santora, it goes in! What an end to the first half!
In to throw. And it's a pick. Going to the 10, to the 5. Pick 6 to start off the game. Tuskers, touchdown. Logan Ruby. 0 tie in this one is Antonecchia. Back to throw. Goes up. And it's going to be caught by Schmidtberger. Touchdown. Tuskers. Julia Schmidtberger with a phenomenal catch there. Santora up for the 3, and it goes in for the Tuskers. Trying to find the opening as it's going to go with his Kelly. It's going to go in. Mason Kelly gets his first goal of the day for the Tuskers. Let's bang on the drum all day as it goes in. That's Mason Kelly with it. It's going to be a pick. Picked off by Miguel Iglesias, and he's going back to around the 20 in the front, but we got Farmingdale formation-wise. They're pretty much spread out all in front of the net right now, but with 3 defenders right there, trying to prevent it from going in. Somers are going to need to sneak it in there as it goes up, and Iglesias does just that as Miguel Iglesias gets it in for the Tuskers. And now,
Game of the season, doubted to three-peat. Thought Mahopac would be the number 1 team, and the Somers Tuskers make history. The Somers Tuskers are your 2024 Class A New York State Class A champions. The Somers Tuskers have done it, making history.
2, 1, and your Somers Tuskers are your New York State Class C lacrosse state champions. This is their first ever lacrosse state championship win, and they have done it.
Welcome to our halftime report. 17-17 your score. We've had a exciting first half. A touchdown followed by another touchdown by Pickett, followed by another touchdown by Beck, followed by another touchdown by King, and then 2 field goals to top it off. We're all knotted up at 17 now as we are going to head to halftime, and it's been a solid game. It's been a solid game by both these teams. A lot of players have showed up. Let's get to the main part of the halftime show, especially in this game. Who are some players that have stood out for the Cardinals and player of the first half? You got to say it. Carson Beck, a phenomenal first half. Really showed up, already making amazing plays to multiple receivers, and he's just been great out there with the ball and already thrown some great down the field deep passes, like a veteran 10-year veteran quarterback just doing that no problem. Yes, it's preseason players that are not as good and trying to make the team, but like still it's impressive to do that like that in your first game. And then you got Carson Beck also able to do just great all play styles, great like ball management, when to throw, when to hand the ball off. Just he's been great at managing the ball in this game. And then you got on the other side, I'm gonna give it to King. King guy that came in, quarterback, first drive leads the Panthers down for a touchdown, and then with around a minute left, able to lead the Panthers down again to get that field goal. He's been solid for the Panthers tonight, and I think he's played better than Pickett tonight, and like putting himself in maybe contention to make the team, maybe even having that backup job over Kenny Pickett. But King has showed up tonight. That's for sure. He has really shown up, and if he keeps us up, maybe we'll be looking at him on the roster. But yeah, King, it's been a great night for him. And yeah, but player of the first half, you gotta give it to Carson Beck. He's just been that much more impressive. He's also played the whole time as well, but like he's been had a very impressive game. Great job managing that offense. You gotta give it to Carson Beck at the end of the day, getting the ball down the field. Just great passes. Just a great job working the ball down the field, game planning, and then setting Knight um and Kiner up to like run in at the end. And yeah, that at the end of the day, yes, he didn't score the touchdown, but like he was the game manager for that play. He just did a great job controlling the game. And yeah, we're back for the third quarter as that was our quick halftime show. And yeah, we are off here as talk about predictions to throw it in quickly. I think we see some points, maybe not as much as the last quarter in this quarter, but I think we're going to see some points in this game. I do think it's going to be the Cardinals and Carson Beck who are going to take this one, though. I'm going to say 34-24. See if that happens. As we're all not up at 17 now. Cardinals and Carson Beck, gotta say, had a great night. So we come into the second half. See any other storylines we did not talk about. No, there's not. So to start things off, it's gonna be a pass to from Carson Beck to number 89 of Xavier Raver there, and gonna make it a first down. Big pass. Carson Beck continuing his first half success there. He's gonna come around. Yeah, don't worry. Call on a professional level. Sound more professional. Stuff when you're doing play-by-play and color at once. But anyway, Carson Beck gonna hand it off, and it's gonna be a quick handoff to that's gonna be Knight there to grab the first down. Beck able to hand it off there, allow Knight to slide on in. Only gains a couple, but that's all they needed to get the first down. First and 10 now for Mike LaFleur and the Cardinals. Beck back out there. Gonna be movement around. That's gonna be a jump there. Could see that from here. Panthers player jumped, and that is gonna give the Cardinals 5 more yards. So that's gonna move the Cardinals, give them a better possession and position to get the first down. Now with the jump. Gonna line back up. First and 5 now for Beck and the Cardinals. Gonna go back in the field. Back, fake handoff. Now back to throw. Fake handoff to Knight. And it's gonna be taken on in. That's gonna be number 46 of Gears who comes up with it. The tight end, Jameson Gears, able to come up with the out route to the right. And that's gonna make it a first and 10 for the Cardinals. Back. Game plan there. There's a few great plays to start off the second half for the Cardinals. Back out there. We got Kiner in the back as we got now a flag out on this play. So it looks like it's gonna be on the offense. Yeah, it's gonna be on Kiner there. And yeah, so flag goes on Kiner, and Cardinals gonna have to adjust as it's now first and 15 here. Got to gain a few more yards here. Let's see what Beck got up his sleeve here as we got 13 minutes to go in this third quarter. As now Beck hands it off to Kiner. He's kind of gonna fight for the yardage and able to gain a few there, and it's gonna advance them down about 3 to 4 yards more. 3 to 4 yards more for Kiner. That's going to make it a second down. It's 2nd and 11 now as Cardinals line back up. Beck back out there. Fake handoff. Back to throw. Puts it up. It's going to find Kiner there, who takes it on in. But the flag is out. Take a look back at that play. Beck could find someone to throw to, but Kiner was there, open, just short pass to Kiner. Grabs a few yards there. Great result there for Kiner and the Cardinals, as Kiner was able to come up with it. Gotta remind you, if my stream hits 50 views, like if I always do that, like how I always do that, we're gonna do the hot sauce challenge, which is right here. We got the hot sauce. Put it on the desk. Why not? As now Beck back out to throw. It's gonna be caught and taken in by number 82, who's gonna be pressured back. That's verbal. But when he took that, he was forced the other direction, and it's still going to be a 3rd down and a bunch. That loss to 5 yards, it's not helped the Cardinals at all, as Reggie Verbal, age 22, is going to be pressured back. Now got 11 minutes left here in the 3rd, just over 11 minutes, as Beck on the logo. Back to throw. Sends it. It's going to find 48, who comes up with it. That is going to be Kenny Yabosh. And that's going to make it a 4th down now. So 4th down for the Cardinals. What will the Cardinals come up with here? Looks like they're keeping Beck and the offense on the field. Anyway, 10:36 left in this one. 4th and 5. As now Beck and the offense going to line back up. As Beck back out there to throw. Being pressured, puts it up high. All the way. And he's going to hold on. What a play by Reggie Virgil, who comes up with it, and he's not able to hold on to it. Reggie Virgil, the attempted receiver there, looked like he had it from the replay, but looking at the replay, he lost that one there, and not able to come up with it. Originally, I was draw tricked there. I thought he had it, but looked like he had it for a second. But anyway, it's going to be incomplete and a turnover on down. So Panthers, solid field position. It's King and this offense going to come up. Let's see if the Panthers have anything in mind when we come out of this break. But for now, I'm Ben Silk. Thank you for watching tonight, and we'll be back after the commercial break.
I'm here with Michael McDowell, and what do you do to prepare for this race today?
A lot of preparation happens during the week, studying film, looking at data, going through last year's race, where you're good, where you need to get better, and then obviously you get to the track and you get a little bit of practice to see where you're at, but a lot of the preparation happens at the shop before you get to the racetrack.
Yeah, and who do you feel is the most competitive driver going into this track?
Most competitive or the one to beat?
The one to beat most
Yeah, I think that it's hard to bet against Denny being one of the favorites just because he's won here 7 times and he's on a hot run right now, winning 3 of the last 4 races. So that's definitely the one that everybody was looking at this week.
And what are some strategies you're going to use going into today?
Strategies I don't worry about. I let the crew chief worry about those because he's better at math than I am. So I let him worry about the strategy.
All right, well, thank you and good luck.
You.
So I'm here with Jack Harvey, and how do you feel about your performance in the race today?
Not great, man, to be honest. We were suffering from pretty bad vibrations. 2/3 to go in the stint, which obviously that's quite a long percentage of the stint and therefore the race, where we were just struggling with massive vibrations. We weren't really expecting it, so we got to dig into exactly what led to that. Come back stronger next year.
All right. Well, thank you and
Appreciate it.
congratulations.
Welcome back to this one. All knotted up at 17 here in the third. And yeah, let's see what the Panthers have up their sleeves now, as it's going to be a handoff to start things off. That is going to be got a new running back in. That is going to be the number 34 of Anthony Tyrus. So able to find Anthony Tyrus there and able to gain a couple yards, sends it to the outside. Not really any options to go there, though, as he's going to be stuffed out to the left. So now the offense line back up. I believe that's still King out there. It's King going to hand it off to Tyrus. And Tyrus fighting through. And it's going to be a fumble. Cardinals come up with it. Coughed up from the 34 of the Panthers to the 34, Isaiah Oliver of the Cardinals. And Isaiah R. Oliver takes the ball right back for the Cardinals after the 4th and out. Take a look. It's going to be stuffed out of the hand by number 30 of the Cardinals, Quentin Newsome, out of the hand of Anthony Tyrus. Ball is loose. And then you got Isaiah Oliver, who sees it on the ground, takes advantage of the play. Now Beck, the offense, back in. And it's going to be a handoff there to Kiner. And that will be gain of like 1. Take a look at Larry Fitzgerald. I didn't even know this. He was a ball boy for the Vikings. I did not know that. But anyway, yeah, Larry Fitzgerald. He's become a lot better than the ball boy of the Vikings. Had an amazing career. But anyway, now back to throw, and it's going to be caught and taken in. We got an update quarterback alert. Kedon Slovis is going to come in as quarterback, not Beck. And Slovis is now the starting quarterback for the Cardinals here in the third. So they're going to switch up the QBs here. Slovis comes in. Now it's going to be 3rd and 1. Slovis back out. Hands it out to, again, it's going to be Kiner who is in. And Kiner able to fight and grab the first down. So we got 2 new QBs now in for the Panthers and the Cardinals as we continue here in the third. The Cardinals driving down. After that, if you missed it moments ago, we had an amazing fumble recovery by Isaiah Oliver. Knocked out by Newsome. And Newsome sets Oliver up for the fumble recovery. But a quick one there by Kiner there doesn't go anywhere, as it's going to make it a 2nd down. Game continues to tick with all night up still at 17. So we'll line back up now. Back out. Fake. And he's going to be back to throw. And it's going to be taken in by the Cardinals, who has it. And 89 able to come up with it and take it for some. Xavier Weaver grabs that and extends it for a few more yards before he is taken on down. So Slovis able to find Weaver there. After that, Weaver has the opening and grabs a few more yards before the defenders get to him. As now, back out. It's going to be a handoff. and gonna wind up getting stuffed. That was to Fairweather there, as there's not going to be a lot of movement. As we got Blake Gilkin. Wait. Oh, there's 2 12s. That's what it's. Keaton Sovis in as quarterback for the Cardinals now. 2 12s on the roster. A little confusing, as we don't see that in the regular season. As Sovis back out to throw. Puts it up high. And it's going to be short of the touchdown. He doesn't have the 2 feet down. But there is a flag on the play. And that may put them at the 1. We can't really commentate a lot of what's going on now because they got Larry Fitzgerald interview going on, folks. Yeah, they got the Larry Fitzgerald. It is the Hall of Fame game at the end of the day, folks. Hall of Fame. They gotta recognize the Hall of Fame players. Yes, yes, yes. Still gotta go to the gym after this, folks. It's gonna be a late night. #gym. As they continue to interview Larry Fitzgerald as the line backup Slovis back out to throw. It's going to be pressured and taken on down. Panthers get to Slovis there. And now we're back at the 30, and that's going to make it a 3rd down. Slovis pressured by the Panthers and is going to be taken down. Not the same level as Karsten Beck, at least so far. As Solvis not able to go anywhere there, taken down. So now Cardinals going to line back up 3rd and 27. If only it was 3rd and 28. Movement around. Solvis going to hand it off. Going to find the 37 of Kiner, and it's going to be 4th down. Nowhere near enough yardage. Gains about 5, and Keaton Sovis, Cardinals quarterback, and he grew up as a Larry Fitzgerald fan, Cardinals fan. Look at that. So he is playing for, probably living his dream right now, playing for the team he grew up rooting for. And now this is his opportunity. And yeah, he is in. Will he make something happen for the Cardinals tonight as Chad Ryland comes up again to place the field goal? It's a 43-yard attempt as the kick is up, and it is through. 20-17 is now your score as the Cardinals retake the lead. It's now been a battle of field goals since the 14-14 touchdown battle. 20-17. And we'll be right back in a moment.
So I'm here with Stingray Rob, and I want to know how you feel about the race today overall, your performance.
I feel okay. Disappointed. We couldn't get fuel in the car. We were not great for extending stints in the back, and then we had really bad tire vibrations all day. So we were like 3/4 stints, which is really rough on your strategy. We had to do an extra pit stop.
And who do you feel is the toughest competitor today?
They feel well done.
Yeah. You had a great day for sure. And how do you feel going into the rest of the season and going into?
You're all right. We got some work to do. Recover from the last couple of weeks here.
0. I mean, obviously, I think the Celtics are cooked without Tatum and Porzingis and Drew Holiday. The Pacers are cooked without Miles Turner and Halliburton. The Knicks and the Cavs are going to be favored. But let me say this, and it's a big damn if. If the Sixers could get healthy. If the Sixers could get healthy, they could win the East. As far as the West, OKC is a team to beat. But the Rockets, with the addition of Kevin Durant, They're going to be tough, man. The Nuggets got the best player in the world in the Joker. They went out and got him some help finally. So, but I would still pick OKC. So, man, it's going to be fascinating watching the basketball this year.
Welcome back now, as it is a 20-17 game here. 4:42 left in the third. Let's tiki this game out as the Cardinals and Chad Ryland gonna send it away as we're off here. Mid third quarter, Panthers gonna take it back. That's gonna be movement for Horn. Horn gonna take it down. Jimmy Horn Jr. back out there. A few mistakes earlier. Let's see if he's able to do anything here. As Horn Jr. takes it back. And now Panthers come back on. As we're gonna see Haynes King play again. He has been solid since he's coming. Haynes King back in. It's gonna be a handoff to his running back, who's gonna be stuffed right there. That is gonna be Anthony Tulis. So King's able to hand off to Tulis. Not able to go anywhere. Edgewood Park. I'm not talking about Edgewood Park. But gonna be stuffed there, and Tulis sends it to a 2nd and 7. Now King back out there. King is gonna hand it off to Tulis, and Tulis is gonna get stuffed and taken down by the Cardinals. They did not allow him to go anywhere as they were right there for him. Tulis took it, not able to move an inch after he got that ball. The Cardinals were all over him. And Tulis taken down easily there. These defenders trying to get on the team as well, trying to make their mark tonight. Gonna move in the backfield. Tulis moving around. King in shotgun. King back to throw. Moving it around. Scrambles. It's going to escape. Taking it for himself. And fights and jumps for the first down. But the flag is down. That may be for the forward attempted flat pass. Let's take a look, though, what this pass is. We take a look. Top of the 9th. White Sox lead the Red Sox 7-6. Red Sox, you got to do it tonight. You got to continue your winning streak. Already have 7 more games since that loss. Just got to win. Big game will be a big win for the Red Sox tonight. Anyway, Panthers lining back up. As now, back out to throw is King. Puts it up high. And it's going to be taken in by Horn. And it will have the first down with it. Horn grabs it in the corner by the line for the first down. But we got a flag. Take a look what this is on. So it's gonna be on the defense after the play. So looks like it's gonna be unnecessary roughness on number 26 of Colt. As take a look at this. Goes up by Horn. Just a great tight movement. Get that. Great confidence in Horn just to come up with that. Puts his body up in the air. Great job by Horn there. Just puts his body up to come up with that catch. That's confidence. That's a great play by him there. Gotta give him props. As now you got King hands it back off. It's gonna take it. That is gonna be the running back once again of Anthony Tyrus. So Tyrus gains a couple of more yards there. Panthers moved more and more down the field. Scores 20-17, 2:15 left in the third. Clock continues to tick. King and the offense back out there. As King back out, fake handoff to throw. It's going to be taken on in. That is going to be Casey Washington who comes up with it. Casey Washington back out there. Does the route from the in to the outside. Comes up with it as he goes back and gets a big gain for the Panthers. As King finds Washington as they move down this field. 1st and 10 now for Carolina. Down by 3. King is going to hand it off again. And he is going to be stuffed. Tyrus not able to go anywhere once again, making that a 2nd down. So a minute remaining in the third. Tyrus not able to go anywhere. Take a look at the QB comparison between Carsten Beck, Haynes Kings. Yeah, both of them have had solid nights. Like, they've been solid. They've been rushing. The stats went away, so I can't really talk about them that much more. But, like, they've had solid nights. As Haynes back is going to be stuffed once again as Tynus not able to go anywhere. That is going to make it a 3rd down now for King in this offense. Carsten Beck on the sideline, all smiles. Will he get the start this year after this first game? I do feel like it's promising. Like, we may see him start. Kenny Pickett, though, he played all right, but he did not play great, as King is outperforming him by far right now. And, yeah, a rough night for Kenny Pickett, but he has a lot to back him up. Starting quarterback, Super Bowl champion, and he was solid. A 1st-round pick. He's a great player, though. As it's going to be taken in by Washington, and it's going to be short of the 1st down, making a 4th down as the clock ticks to 0. And that's going to do it for the 3rd quarter. Your score, 20-17. What will the Panthers decide to do here on 4th down? It's been an exciting one, a close one. Who will take this one in the 4th? We'll find out, and we will.
Great night continues.
Back in the game. Josh Hart with it. Has 3 fouls already. Trying not to get any more. Mitchell Robinson slams it down.
Back out to Champetti for the 3, and it goes through the middle. Champetti for the 3, and in to end the first half.
Brunson driving on Champetti, puts up the 2. This game is tied up. To McBride in the corner, puts up the 3. Got it! Brunson makes a move on Champetti, puts it up for the layup. Got it. Spins, step back, underneath, puts it up, drops it through.
New York up by 6 with 35 seconds left, but they're going to walk it on down. 105-95. The clock goes to 0, and the New York Knicks are going to take game 1. Down the last play as Dart goes back out. Taking a shot. He's going to see scrambling. Decides to go for it. Gets the first down. And he's going to go in. Touchdown! Giants.
Jackson Dart, what did I say? His ability.
Strong down the field. Jackson Dart back to throw. Taking time. Can't find an opening as now he's going to go find Robinson again, who's still in. Going down. And he's going to go in for the touchdown.
Oh my gosh.
Your Giants.
Jackson Dart. What it
Barnes with it. Goes back out to Shed, who puts it up for the 3 and slides it on in.
Kicks out for 3. Got it.
Shot by, three-pointer, bang! Here, Harden, double cover, kicks it in the corner, got it! That was Max Strus. Gives it to Strus, back out to Harden for three.
Back out here, fourth quarter now. That's going to be a great big play to start things off here. 4th and 2, a conversion to make it 1st and goal for Carolina. Let's take a look at what just happened here. You got King back out to Princecorn as Princecorn comes up with it. Wide open, has the speed and the time and the room to gain multiple yards to get to the first down. After that catch, out to the right. King now has sent the Panthers to 1st and goal. Movement around. King back out. Fake handoff, back to throw. And he's going to find Tyrus for the touchdown. He's going to put it in. And it is going to be Anthony Tyrus III who gives the Panthers a go-ahead touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Let's take a look at this again. You got King with a fake handoff. Then Tyrus goes far to the left and is wide open there. Gets away from the defenders. So King could find the open man for the touchdown. And that gives the Panthers the lead now as now they line up for the extra point. It is going to be Ryan Fitzgerald as the kick goes right through the middle. 24-20 now your score as the Panthers are on the board again in the second half. It's been a game. It's a close one here in the first game of the season. We'll be right back in a moment, folks.
As I am back out to Shed. Andrew puts it up with and slides it on in.
Kicks out for three, got it! Shot by
left tackle, and honestly, left tackle chose me. I didn't choose that position. I was a bigger kid growing up, and that's the position they put me.
Got it! That was Max Strus. Back out to home.
So far, I would say our playoff win a few years ago. I think that was 2022. That was a great experience for the Giants.
Yeah, most definitely. That was a great win. And what is one NFL player you look up to and why?
Growing up, Ray Lewis was somebody that inspired me, just the way he approached every day, the way he worked hard. When I was really young, I used to play defense too, so I love how he played linebacker and approached the game.
And what is the toughest challenge you have faced in your career?
I would say this upcoming year, this is my first time having a surgery of this magnitude, so it's definitely going to be a challenge for me, but I have my mind on right. I'm going to do everything that's necessary to get back for the season.
And finally, how do you feel about the Jameis Winston signing yesterday?
I'm excited. He's a great player. I think he brings leadership characteristics to our team, and he obviously has a great personality, so I think he'll be good for our locker room.
All right. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Here is going to go back out to Robinson, who tries to shoot it up for the three, and it's going to go on in.
Harden trying to drive, gives it to Allen. Allen loses it and stolen by the Pistons.
Duncan Robinson takes it back, puts it up. It's going to be Harris.
Out to Mobley for three. Got it.
Cade shoots up the three, and it slides on in there. Add 3 to the scoreboard.
Kicks it out to Strus for three. Got it. What a way to recover. Driving, Mitchell with a spin move back, and it gets the lucky roll in.
The Pistons take it on back, tries to put it up, and it slides on in. Queens 4-3 to end the first.
With a step back three, got it.
Back out to Robinson, who puts up the three. It slides on in.
Gets the screen from Strus, a switch. Get back to Strus for three, and they answer with a three of their own.
Cade back out to Harris for the three, and it's
back here with it. 14 left in this one. as we're back out now. And Cardinals are going to be back on offense, led by what we assume is going to be Caden Slovis, except if they find another quarterback to start here. Slovis probably going to finish out the game for the Cardinals here in the Hall of Fame game, giving him some reps. See how he looks as Cardinals line up. Slovis is going to hand it off this time to number 33 for the Cardinals. That is going to be Trey Benson. He's starting? Okay. Trey Benson is in as running back. The starter. One of the starters. Okay. I'm surprised. Trey Benson in. So just a quick handoff one for Trey Benson to gain a couple yards. Anyway, back out. Fake handoff to Benson. Back to throw. And it's going to be taken on in. That is going to be Quentin Newsome. Who comes up with it? The cornerback. We need to see a replay. Yeah, we got some. I guess he's a two-sided player. I'm confused. Anyway, back out. It's going to find. It is not. Yeah, it is not going to be Trey Benson. It is Shazar. Who's also not a running back. So, I don't know. Shazar, number 43, in for the Cardinals now. It's hard. They're like showing barely any of the game. They're showing the play quick. So, we don't know when it's coming on. Anyway, waiting for the play to start as Slovis back out there. Could assume. Still got Breeze and the announcers on the screen as he gets interviewed. That's the thing about the Hall of Fame game. A hard game to commentate because of that. But anyway, Slovis back out, handoff. And it's going to be fought and a few more yards gained by Shazar. I don't know how to say the name, but he's going to gain a couple more yards. And is gaining some here. 24-20 your score. Panthers up. Cardinals are trying to recapture the lead here, but with back out, I honestly think they may not have a shot. But they are at the 30. They're moving down. It's 1st and 10 as Chavar is going to hand it off again as Shovis is going to find Shalar. And that's going to make it a 2nd down. Shavar not able to go anywhere there. Stuffed and going to be basically sent back. 2nd down. They are at the 30, though, so let's see if they could get something here. At least a field goal. Very likely here. As now, Slovis back in shotgun. Slovis back to throw. Moving around. Breaks out. It's going to find. That's going to be Featherweather who comes up with it. And a play eventually called dead. But a gain of 8 yards makes it 3rd and 2. Caught by Fairweather there. Fairweather out. Short pass. Close to the quarterback. Gives Slovis a weapon. Open weapon to come up to and find there as he may have not had a lot of choices deep. So Slovis plays it safe, finds a close weapon. As now, Cardinals lining back up. Slovis back to throw. Putting it up. And it's going to be caught and dropped by Xavier Weaver there. Weaver not able to hold on there. And that's going to make it 4th down. And the question is, are they going to stay out or will we see the field goal unit? So 4th down now. Either kick it to make it a 1-point deficit or they try to go for it. It's a Hall of Fame game. We're not looking for a victory. So they may make the risk and go for it. But it looks like Ryland is going to come out. They're not allowed if they don't allow the Panthers to score and then they score again, it may give the kick is no good. Okay. So Weiland puts it up and the kick is good. The kick is good. What I was saying is it looks like it didn't go in. Gives them a chance. Panthers don't score to take the lead here. So now it's a 1-point game instead of a 4-point game and makes the Cardinals even close. But Panthers get the ball back. They may look to extend this lead to another touchdown. But score now 23-24. And Panthers have the ball back. King has been on fire. And I honestly think they're going to score again here. King has just been a great executor of this offense tonight and been playing amazing. But we'll be right back. Stay tuned, and we'll be back in a moment.
Mitchell puts it up for the 3, and it slides on in. And that brings it on in. Loses the ball, picked up by Mitchell, who brings it on down and box that one on in. Back out to Brunson, who brings it on in, lobs it up there, and it rolls in. Tosses it up there, and it rolls on in. Get on in, puts it up there for 2 more. Bridges has it. To bring it on in and puts it up, and Robinson puts it on in for the Knicks. Robinson back out to Clarkson for the 3, got it. Allen finds Mitchell, back to Allen. Go to Harden to Wade for 3, got it. Now Watson has it beyond the arc, back out to OG for the 3, and he pushes it on in. As Harden takes it back now, Harden up for the 3, and the 4-3 goes in. James Harden to Mobley. He's gonna find Strus to Mobley. Go back out to Strus for the 3, got it. And we've got a tied game here. Mitchell to Mobley. Back out to Mitchell for the 3. And the 3 slides right in to Cat. Puts it up for the 3. 3 just gonna be too short. Cat attempts a second 3. And that 3 slides on in. Goes to Merrill for the 3. Got it. Merrill's 3 slides right in there to Schroeder, to Wilkes, back out to Wemby for the 3, and it goes in! There, it's going to be the Spurs who take it down and get another 3! Gobert puts it up, uses his tall body to slam that one into the basket. Back out to Wemby for the 3, and it slides on in. Conley puts it up there, and it slips in there for 2 more. Edwards has it up for the 3 from the
Welcome
far
back
logo.
Here in the 4th quarter. It's a 1-point game, but the Panthers with possession of the ball as Cardinals are gonna send it off, and the Panthers King gonna come in hungry as it's gonna be returned and down around the 30. That is gonna be Jasheem Reed who takes it out there. And they'll start around the 30 as it is a 1-point game. 24-23, your score as we're heading to another commercial break. Take a look. These notes, I think we covered everything. But, yeah, we'll be back.
Deep receiver there as Iglesias back out to throw. He's going to find that's Brett Kennedy. Brett Kennedy in his offense as he's going to take it in. Touchdown Tuskers as Brett Kennedy will take it all the way. Hornets offense is 0 points this lead. And this one, that's going to be caught there. And right After that, a big catch, as it's going to be Shoemaker with the catch down. Miller finds Shoemaker. There's Miller, goes back out to throw, goes up high.
And it's going to get caught.
Is that Shoemaker? Yes, it is. Who else but Henry Shoemaker as that goes in, and the Garnets get it
back. Goes deep.
Did they just do it again? That's exactly what they needed to do. What a catch by Shoemaker, as he's going to be just short of the touch. Goes out as Glacius back out to throw, and it's going to find, that's going to be Jackson Whipple in for the touchdown. What a play.
Miller's going to keep it himself, and he's going to score. Miller with time. Looks downfield, and he's going to get caught. That's going to be Shoemaker with his second touchdown of the day. This duo is unstoppable.
As Miller is going to take it, and that's going to be a touchdown. You back off, and it's going to go to that's number 12, and it's going to be a touchdown. The Garnets going out there, as that will do. Welcome back in this one here. Few minutes left as we are here in the fourth quarter. It's a 1-point game, 24-23. So they do all the Hall of Fame stuff. Let's see who is going to take this one. 10-13 left in the Hall of Fame game. First game of the NFL season. Football is back, folks. Now, okay, going to hand it off. And that is going to be now in is Miles Davis running back for the Panthers. Not able to go anywhere there. Going to make it a second down. As to be 2nd and 5 after Davis run. Miles Davis goes through the middle, but Cardinals D ready for him. He was allowed to get 5 yards there. As now, going to be King. Hands off to Davis again. Being pressured through and pushed through by his teammates, but still short of the first down. Very short, inches short. It's going to be 3rd and inches now. As he gets the big gain up here. Miles Davis. So Miles Davis for that one there. And now a back out King. Hands off to Miles Davis. Gets the first down and more to the 40, to the 30, and taken down at the 25. Miles Davis goes on a run and gains multiple yards. Let's take a look at this. So you had King, hands off to Miles Davis. Davis finds the opening, keeps going, zigzags around Oliver there to gain even more. Sees Oliver going to block him. That side tricks him. Oop, shoop, goes to the other side and gains about 10 more yards after that. Oliver, he gets around Oliver. And Miles Davis with a great one there as now King back out to throw. Finds Miles Davis, who has it, takes it around. This guy's a star. He's going to gain 6 more here. Miles Davis and King working it down this drive. How about Heinous King? He is driving down here fast. Now, as it goes on. Gonna be at the 20 now. The drive keeps going and rolling. This is to extend the lead as King gonna hand it off. It's gonna be the previous running back in Tyrus, who is now back in. Gonna make it 3rd down for Tyrus. As take a look back a moment ago, Miles Davis, few plays in, just a great job. He made great decision making. He went through the right, he found the opening, then he made great decision making after that. Going around till really he didn't really have a choice that he was going to be taken down. Great decisioning, finding the opening, going the right route so he could gain more yardage. That one for King to Horn, incomplete, almost a pick, but no defender able to get there as it lands incomplete as it bounces through Horn's hands. We've seen interceptions with plays like that before, but this will be an incompletion.
So going to be 4th and 4 now. Let's see what the Panthers are going to come up with it, as something tells me they're going to kick it here, as it's going to be Ryan Fitzgerald on to kick the field goal. 37-yard attempt, not too much, as Fitzgerald's kick is up, and it's going to be right through the middle. 27-23 is now your score. The Cardinals are alive, but they need a touchdown for the lead, as the Panthers are able to come up with 3 more on that drive, and the Panthers extend their lead to 4. But the Panthers, great executing on that drive to get into field goal range. Wasn't what they wanted. Of course, they want a touchdown, but they'll take the field goal. And the Panthers extend the lead to 4. But we'll be back. Stay right here. Be back in a moment.
So I'm here with
Brian Westbrook.
And the first question I'm wondering is, who's the toughest team you've played in your career as an NFL player?
The toughest team was probably one of the Minnesota Vikings team. They had a really good defensive line, some big guys up front, Kevin and Pat Williams, but they were a very physical football team.
And growing up, who is an NFL player you looked up to?
Walter Payton. Walter Payton was the best running back ever in my book, and he's one of those guys that worked his butt off in the all season, and something that I emulated as a young man.
And just looking at this NFL season, your thoughts so far? Who's going to win the Super Bowl, you think, so far?
The Eagles. Of course, the Eagles will win.
Eagle. And finally, what's your most proudest moment in your career?
The proudest moment is the 3 days my kids were born.
All right. Well, I want to thank you so much.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate you.
Welcome back to this one, as it is a 4-point lead currently for the Panthers. But I gotta say, what a night for Carson Beck. Came out, had an amazing night. He was 15 for 19 for passing with 188 yards. What a night for him. He wasn't even in for the whole game. He was in for a half. Excuse me. He was in for a half. What a performance by Carson Beck. This is the Hall of Fame game, and he really showed up, showing that he deserves maybe even contention for the starting quarterback or that backup quarterback spot at least, as Cardinals going to return, and that is going to be number 30, who takes it back of Newsome, and Newsome takes it back for a return down around the 30. And yeah, out comes the Cardinals to see if they could take the lead and score a touchdown on this drive. 6 minutes remain in this game. As I continue to interview Mike Tomlin, who is wearing a Titans jersey. Yeah, that's interesting. As back to throw. And it's going to be a low pass, which is going to be caught. That was taken in. What a catch. It looked like an incompletion there. That was Vigil who came up with it. Veggie Wiggle. Vigil. It was on the ground. He was on the ground, and he was able to grab that before it hit the ground. That gives the Cardinals a first down. As Vigil takes it in, as now Slovis back out there as the quarterback for this drive. To Vigil. What a play by him to come up with it. On the ground. Ball coming. Low pass. Vigil extends his arms and comes up with it. Take a look at that. He was on the ground, able to move his arms to grab that before it hit the ground. And as he fell, he caught the ball. What a play. But we take a moment here, and we'll be back in a second.
Alright, so I'm here with Stingray Rob, and I want to know, how do you feel about the race today overall, your performance?
I feel okay. Disappointed. We couldn't get fuel in the car. We were not great for extending stints from the back, and then we had really bad tire vibrations all day. So we were like 3/4 stints, which is really rough on your strategy. We had to do an extra pit stop.
And who do you feel is the toughest competitor today?
Nate Felix. Well done.
Yeah, he had a great day for sure. And how do you feel going into the rest of the season and going into?
You're all right. We got some work to do. Recover from the last couple of weeks, you know.
Alright, and so let's look ahead to Detroit. Who's your prediction there?
Hopefully me.
Alright, well, good luck and thank you.
So I am here with
Jimmy Morrissey.
And the first question I have for you is, what position do you play and why did you pick this position?
I play offensive line, and it's the only position that I could play growing up because I was a big chubby kid.
All right, and what team did you grow up rooting for?
I grew up rooting for the Steelers, and then I was kind of a fair weather fan. I liked the Eagles the older I got, so I like the Pennsylvania teams. I wasn't really a diehard team fan of anyone, but it was probably the Steelers.
Very cool. And what is the most difficult opponent you have faced in your career and why?
It would probably be our very own Dexter Lawrence. I've never played him in a game, but he's the most impressive defensive tackle I've ever played against.
Yeah, most definitely. And what is your favorite sport outside of football?
Probably golf. I love to play golf, and it's something I can do when I'm older. But growing up, it was baseball.
And finally, how do you feel about the Jameis Winston signing?
I'm pumped about Jameis Winston. I met him the other day. He seems like a great guy, and everybody that's played with him says he's an awesome teammate.
Very cool. And one more thing, could you just talk about what teams have you been on in your career, like from college and your path to?
6:07 left in this one as Cardinals start to work down the field. Take a look. The opening game of the season. It's only a little more than a month away. Football starts in less than a month. That is insane. Patriots Seahawks, gonna be a good one to start our season. Super Bowl rematch. Patriots coming in with revenge. I just can see that happening. Hopefully, please happen. But it's gonna be a one that goes nowhere there. Quick play, really goes nowhere. As here in the fourth, at this point they may just be letting the clock tick. Cardinals back with it as movement to Slovis is going to find his teammate there who comes up with it, but it's going to be splatted down, not able to go anywhere. That was Andrew Wingard who comes up with that, but third down, no movement on that play as the defenders were there to set it down. And I got to say, yeah, this rematch, first game of the season, third Super Bowl rematch. Week 1 following the Super Bowl season. Third time happened 1976, 2016 with the Panthers and Broncos, and now 10 years after that, 2026 with Patriots and Seahawks. And on a Wednesday nonetheless. But it's going to be a pass. That's going to be taken on in. That's going to be Wiggy Vigil there as he gets enough for a first down. Vigil able to come up with it to grab the first down there as finds Vigil, and Vigil able to get around, gains 5 more yards after that. So Vigil comes up with it. What I like here is he's able to move the spin move to get around the Panthers defender and then goes for 5 more. So now it's going to be a handoff, and he is going to be stuffed. That was Kiner there on the handoff, not able to go anywhere. Going to make it enough, though. Gaining 1, I think. So the Cardinals are in the red zone, and in prime position to score. Let's see if they're able to get in to take the lead in this one. And will we have some overtime? Oh wait, no. It's preseason, so we don't want overtime because there will be no overtime and it'll be a tie. As we're gonna send it out and it's gonna be caught by number 30 of Newsome. Slovis finds Newsome there, but it's gonna be short of the touchdown as it's third down, but third and a few yards to the touchdown with 3:21 left in this one. This could be for the game. This has been an exciting Hall of Fame game so far. As Slovis back out, hands it off, and number 43 of Sherar is gonna be stuffed. But he gets enough to make it first and goal. That 1 yard is what mattered. And it's first and goal, and they got 4 more shots at least at this. First and goal now for the Cardinals in Mike LaFleur's first game coaching, looking for a victory. Yes, this game does not mean anything, but nothing is sweeter than a victory still. As Slovis back out there, movement in the backfield as Vigil comes around, and then we got a call here. Looks like we got a timeout as the play clock was going low, and the teams are going to take a moment to regroup. As let's see what Slovis, Vigil, and this offense has in mind. Are they going to get in for the touchdown here, or is this defense going to show up? So they now got Mike Tomlin in the booth. He's going to be in the booth this year, or he's going to be a talk show. But yeah, Mike Tomlin now in the booth in a Titans jersey. A little interesting. But anyway, Slovis and the Cardinals offense line back up. Changing up the play. Movement around for Newsome. Slovis hands it off. And he hands it off to Kiner, who's going to be stuffed and taken down, sending that to second down. Kiner not able to go anywhere on this play. Runs into the pile, which pushes him back out. Slovis denied there to Kiner, and Kiner denied the touchdown. Look at the broadcasting booth. They got a nice setup. Hopefully we can have that someday. That'd be fire. But anyway, line back up now. Mike Tomlin interview finally over, so maybe we could see more of the game finally. Or not. We're going to a commercial break, folks. 27-23. When we come back, will the Cardinals be able to punch it in? As we will take a moment and we'll be back. Goes up, and it's going to be intercepted, taken on back, and a pick. As the kick is up, and it barely makes it through. It goes up, and it's going to be caught for the touchdown. That's Tate. Takes it on in, and the Buckeyes get the touchdown. Now back out to throw. Goes up high. Goes to Jeremiah Smith. What is a catch? To the 20, and he's
going to be felt. Mendoza goes downfield, and it's caught for the touchdown. Touchdown, Hoosiers. Elijah Starrett with the touchdown. Indiana is in control.
The field goal.
That's Fielding. Fielding's kick.
Oh my!
It's no good.
No good. Goes off to
saying, does he have anything left in him? He's going to roll out to his right. He's going to look downfield, and it's going to be incomplete.
Wolves back out to Wemby for the 3, and it goes in. There, it's going to be the Spurs who take it down and get another three. Gobert puts it up, uses his tall body to slam that one into the basket. Back out to Wemby for the three, and it slides on in. Conley puts it up there, and it slips in there for two more. Edwards has it up for the three from the far logo. As it goes out to Conley for the three, got it! Puts that one on in. On the arc, brings it back out to Vessel for the three. Bang! They're missing a lot of threes as Fox brings it up. And Wemby's gonna swat that one in. As Naj Reid puts it up. Got it!
Welcome back to this one here. 2 minutes remain with the Cardinals all set in the red zone. As gonna be a handoff. Fake handoff. Slovis goes up. And was it in? He's not gonna be marked in. That was to Green on the play. The Slovis goes up to Green. 1 foot, 2 feet, not in at the right time, and it will not be called a touchdown. As take a look, his right foot, based on how the TV lands, is out of bounds too early. That's his left foot, right foot based on TV, and yeah, that's not going to be called a touchdown, unfortunately. As we come back now, third down. Wait, this may be, look at this angle. He's in. He may catch at the moment, at the right moment. That may be saying touchdown. Looked like he was out. As will Green get the touchdown or not? Looked like incompletion to me. But now, after the reviews on the TV, they may be saying touchdown. So you take a look at that again. Green gets it. 1, 2. Moment he catches the ball. Yeah, that's a touchdown, folks. Cardinals will take the lead, I think. Damn. Cardinals. And they're going to call it the touchdown. Green punches it in. Slovis finds Green, and they're going to call it a touchdown. Bryson Green gets it in, and the Cardinals are going to take the lead. They had to review that one, but they reviewed it, and they decided that this is actually a touchdown. And wait, just like that, it's a 2-point lead for the Cardinals as Chad Ryland comes on for the extra point. Ryland sends the kick up and through the crossbar and the goals. And it's a 30-27 game. Cardinals has the lead. And now it's going to come down to King and the Panthers to see if Haynes King can lead a game-winning drive in this Hall of Fame game. What a game we've witnessed tonight. These two teams have been going at it. But King, a phenomenal night. He has been playing amazing. Just look at these plays. This takes talent. This looks like he's a veteran. Yeah, he is solid, yes. Low-level players, but still, King is playing pretty phenomenal. 17 for 24, 154 yards, 2 touchdowns. What a night for Haynes King. Got 155 left. This game is going to come down to King and this Panthers offense. Let's see what King has a store for this one. As got 155 left. Plenty of time for the Panthers to come up with something. as Cardinals and Chad Weiland are going to send it away. And it's going to be Panthers ball as they're going to knee it back in the end zone for a touchback. Out comes King and the offense. Game-winning drive on the line. What a game we have witnessed, and we're set up for a great end. Will King and the Panthers be able to get it done? Cardinals up by 3. We'll be back in a moment, or we may not be going to commercial break at all. Yeah, we're not going to commercial break at all, guys. So, back out now is going to be Heinous King. Will he lead the game-winning drive? 1:55 remaining in this game. Heinous King back to throw. Sends it up. That's going to go too far to the right. Throws it out of bounds. And that's going to make it a second down. 2nd and 10 for Heinous King. Just didn't see an option there. Just threw that one quickly out of bounds. Now 1:50 left in this game. Take a look at Heinous King. You got the defenders coming on him, but the O-line coming up strong there. And the defender coming up front pressured King to throw that one fast, and he just threw it out of bounds. So now King back out to throw, taking his time, sends it up in the air. That's going to be too far. That was going to be to Casey Washington, but overthrown there. Makes it a 3rd down and 10. Take a look at Casey Washington. Does the route around. Jones goes around, and just still too far, though, at the end of the day. Third and 10 now. As King back out to throw. Moving around. Sends it up. That's going to be taken on in. Casey Washington grabs that one for the 1st down. Clock continues to tick. Panthers got 2 more timeouts, but they're letting it run. Lining back up now. Do a quick play. King back to throw. Is going to be pressured. Back out. It's going to find. That is going to be number 37 who comes up with it. And that is Miles Davis, who had that great one earlier today. Now, minute 7 left in this one. King and offense lining back up. Down by 3. They're close to field goal range, but they're not looking for the tie. They're looking for the win. As it's going to be a hand off to Davis. And Davis gains multiple yards in the 1st down. Davis there pushes through the wreck and grabs more after that. That's going to be a timeout for the Panthers with 52 seconds left in this one. What do the Panthers have in store? Will they be able to get the go-ahead touchdown? As we got 52 seconds remaining in this one. Take a look at the Panthers' schedule coming into next season. Week 1, they play the Bears. Week 2, they play the Falcons. Week 3, the Browns. Week 4, the Lions. Week 5, the Eagles. I feel like they could start 2-3 in that. Maybe even 3-2. Get a surprise when over the Bears, Lions, or Eagles. But I feel like the Panthers could start out strong, especially with that schedule. And they're going to be a better team this year. You thought they were good last year? They may not be like 13 wins, but I think they'll have like 9, 10 wins. So better than last year. That's going to be a quick pass to their running back of Davis. And that's going to make it a 2nd down, as that is incomplete. 44 seconds remain in this one as the Panthers use their final timeout. Take a look at the Cardinals' schedule. So, Cardinals play the Chargers week 1. They play the Seahawks week 2. 49ers week 3. Giants week 4. They're going to be pretty good. Lions week 5. And Rams week 6. I think we're all thinking that when I read off that schedule. They're going 0-6. Maybe they'll get one, but this Cardinals team, they're going to be bottom dwellers this year. I think they get number 1 or 2 in the draft picks. They may get Arch next year. Who knows? The Panthers going to line back up now. King back out there. Back out. King back to throw. Movement around. Sends it up in the air. And overthrown to Washington. That's going to make it a 3rd and 14. As it's overthrown. 39 seconds now remain in this one. The game is in King's hand. Is he going to be able to come up with it? Come up with this game plan. Get the win. Heinous King. It's down to him. 39 seconds remain in this one. 30-27 your score. King back out to throw. Going around. Takes it with his legs. Fighting for the first down and more. To the 20. To the 10. Almost the 10. Slides out at the 16-yard line. First down. Heinous King keeps it himself. Takes the game into his hands. And keeps his team alive. He's going to use his legs to gain multiple yards. Decides to curve in at the end. Could have maybe gained a few more yards there, but curves in at the end to secure the good fielding. Now at the 16-yard line. 28 seconds left in this one. A gain of 26 yards from that one for King. As King grabs the bigger gain there. As King's going to throw up, overthrown there to Horn, as that's going to be an incompletion, making it a 2nd down. 23 seconds remain in this game. Seconds as the Panthers are going to line up. As now, back out to throw. It's going to be King. It's going to be, was that held on? Yes, Horn able to come up with it for the first down. 1st and goal now. As they're moving, they got the clock ticking. 10 seconds left. And King gonna send the spike. 6 seconds left. 1st and goal. Now 2nd and goal at the 5. As Horn able to hold that one in. What a play. He's not able to go out of bounds though, and that ticks off the seconds. And that may loom large as this game continues to go down. 6 seconds left. We did not expect this for the Hall of Fame game. It's coming down right to the end, folks. King and the Panthers, 2nd and goal. Lining back up. As King back out to throw. Sends it up high. And it's going to touch the tip of his fingers. And Cooks is not able to hold it in. 2 seconds left. 2 seconds now on the clock. As Cooks lets the game slip through his fingers. But there's one more chance for the QB, Heinous King. Will he come up with it? You got 2 seconds left. The Panthers back out there. King in shotgun. Final play. Back to throw. Takes it with his legs. And it's in for the touchdown. King takes it on the final play of the game. A walk-off touchdown. He runs it in. And the Panthers are going to take this one. Heinous King runs it in for the game-winning touchdown. How about that? Wow. 33-30, your final score. Heinous King, a legend after that victory here, runs it in. He uses his feet. Are we seeing a future Lamar Jackson? His feet were strong tonight. And Heinous King delivers the game-winning touchdown He moves around and stretches in at the end to get the points. And now the Panthers lead and take this game 33-30. What a game. What a finish. Haynes King, your MVP. This guy put this game on his legs, on his life, multiple times tonight. Every time he was able to succeed at the end, he had a choice. He thought about throwing, but found the opening and took it with himself, with his legs, and punched it in for the touchdown. And Haynes King gonna go down as a possible legend who puts it in for the game winner. 2 seconds left and pushes it in. What a finish. Yeah, Ben, what a finish there. Able to use his legs to put it in. Just something that this guy will not forget. All on him as well. Yeah, that was a great finish, guys. I want to thank everyone who tuned in tonight. King wins MVP. Not much else to say, but it was a great game tonight. And yeah, that's going to wrap it up. I got work tomorrow. Thank you, everyone who tuned in. First football game of the year in the wraps. Thank you guys who all tuned in. What a game we had tonight. We got to have some more games like this season. Football's back, folks. We've got a long season ahead of us. We'll be calling a lot of damn games. We'll be back. I think our next game's going to be 49ers Rams week 1. I'll see you then. Maybe we'll have a preseason game. Who knows? But what a game tonight. King showed up for the Panthers when it was needed. Wow. 33-30. What a game. And the Red Sox and White Sox are tied at 10 in the 11th. Yeah, what a finish that was. I'm still getting over that. Like, wow, what a finish. Anyway, I want to thank you guys for tuning in tonight. And, yeah, this was a fun game to call. Cardinals fall short on the last play of the game with King able to punch it in on the final play. The Panthers are victorious as Haynes King, a legend tonight in Carolina, gives the Panthers a victory in this Hall of Fame game. Your final score is going to be 33-30. I want to thank everyone tuning on in as the Panthers take this first game of the preseason. I am Ben Silk. Have a great night, everyone. Panthers are victorious in game 1, the Hall of Fame game. We were not supposed to have this great of a treat of a game, but it was a hell of a game. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. I'm Ben Silk. I'll see you next time. All right.